Hello Pisces, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to get straight into the reading. Just picking up what energies are around you at the moment, Pisces. Get any guidance from Spirit as to positive action forward, etc, etc. So let's get started. I hope you're all doing really well. Let's get started. With Pisces Spirit, please. What do we have for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces, please? Whoop. We have higher ground. They've just said the word objectivity. These cards are very big and very hard to shuffle. And I haven't got little hands either. Clear out the old. We have two together. Do you want both of them, Spirit? Yes, okay. We have open your heart and bountiful harvest. I'm going to start with these. At the bottom of the deck, we have renewal of peace. I was going to pull some tarot alongside them before I started, but I kind of feel like I want to cover these now. We started with higher ground. There's something here, Pisces, about you looking at things objectively. Excuse me. There's something about you looking at the bigger picture, seeing things for what they are, but from a distance. So it may be that you've been focusing in on one particular area of your life. Spirit are asking you not to do that at the moment, but to look at the beauty. They've just said the word encompassing. So, you know, the beauty that is around you, the all-encompassing environment that you're in or experiencing, and looking at things, as I say, from a bird's eye view, rather than being on the ground dealing with, you know, little situations here and there. They're saying if you follow this guidance, Pisces, you'll be in a position to see what really matters in your life, to see what needs to leave and what needs to stay. It gives you an opportunity to clear out old energy. They said that for a while, as we can see, this person hasn't got clear vision here because everything's very cluttered. And it's almost, I get the feeling that you're in the midst of a situation where you don't know which path to take, maybe, because there's so many options and you can't see clearly. You have this owl here, owls, birds of wisdom, but they can't guide you because you're so cluttered with all these emotions, these feelings, these thoughts. Maybe some of you have been overthinking a lot. Very difficult for you to find your way forward. And this is why Spirit are advising you to try and take a step back and look at every area of your life. Sometimes it's useful just to write down the different areas of your life and write down, you know, those areas that you feel you can make changes in. For some of you, it may be as simple as decluttering your home or your workplace, whichever it is that is causing you that feeling of confusion and muddled up energies. Spirit is saying once this has been done, once you feel a lot clearer about things and you know, different paths will present themselves, but you need to just open your heart to possibilities. Because once you have that clear environment around you, it frees up your thinking to enable you to welcome in the new. So it's about keeping an open heart, Pisces, about being receptive to new energies, new experiences, new ideals. And that is what is going to bring you. What a gorgeous card this is. A bountiful harvest. I love the colours in this card. It's just fantastic. And she's holding the world in her hands. The world becomes yours, Pisces. But in order to get to the bountiful harvest, you need to let go of things that serve no purpose anymore. I love the fact that we have a dove there, the bird of peace. So yeah, peace and harmony coming into your life, Pisces, once you open your heart to new experiences. But in order to do that, you need to let go of the old. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Look, on the bottom of the deck, we had renewal of peace. We've had the dove, we have renewal of peace. So life will be a lot calmer for you, Pisces, when you've just taken those steps and, you know, let go of those things that you know are sort of holding you back or keeping you down, or let's see. I'm going to pull some tarot. For some reason, Spirit asked me to use these new decks today. The one that I've shown already, I don't often use. I use them occasionally because they are beautiful. And this tarot deck, I love, but I rarely use it. And I mean rarely. For some reason, and I do feel it's to do with renewal, Pisces. They're asking me for fresh starts, for new approaches. I'm a Pisces as well. So this is very, very interesting. Let's see what they give us. What can you tell us about this higher ground? What's ahead for Pisces, please? Whoops, a daisy, Spirit. Yeah, we have 5 of Pentacles. I'm going to pull another one with that. This is about you. We said this about your energies. Look how forlorn that person looks in that card. I'll show you it more closely in a moment. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm going to stop just here before I pull the others, because look how forlorn this person is. Do you remember when I pulled this card initially? I talked about, you know, you may be feeling bogged down with things that are around you at the moment. You may be having some inner conflict going on. You may not be able to find your way forward because life around you is too cluttered. This person is so forlorn. Look at them. I can feel their heavy energy, their tears. But they have a key here that they're not seeing because they're not looking in the right direction. The key will open this large door and free them. Your key, Pisces, is to clear out what doesn't serve you. That is your key. That will lead you to pastures new through this lovely door here. And it will lead you into King of Pentacles energy. You know, King of Pentacles, very steadfast, able to make progress at a steady pace. Pentacles are always at a steady pace, but this king has taken his journey and he's reached as high as he can get because he's in king energy. And the king is happy. Look how satisfied he looks. Look at the difference in energy between this person on their journey, feeling forlorn and helpless, to feeling like they've achieved. The king has achieved what they wanted to achieve in their status, in terms of stability, in terms of finance, you know, in terms of security. So they're showing you here a very, very clear path, Pisces, how to get from feeling powerless to powerful. Let's see what they're going to bring in if you open your heart. What's going to happen here? And he said Pisces then. Spirit, what's happening for Pisces, please? Thank you. Yeah, King of Swords energy. You're moving forward. Look at this person on a voyage with her case. And she's being led here. You know, she's being pulled forward. Lovely thing about the King of the 6 of Swords is that it removes all blockages. Removes blockages. You overcome obstacles on your path, you know. So once you've let go of what doesn't serve you, Pisces, open your heart to new opportunities, you will be able to move forward. The obstacles will remove themselves along the way because you'll get past them. And this is about you taking that step forward, and you're being guided and helped to do that. Tell us about the harvest, please. Tell us about, thank you. Yeah, look at you. Wow. This is powerful stuff, Pisces, because here you are sitting in your Queen of Pentacles, having taken those steps, worked through the things you need to work through. It will be different for all of you because, as I always say, this is a very general reading. So, you know, whatever obstacles have been in your way, Pisces, and it could just be your mindset at this stage, it's clearing because here you are as the Queen of Pentacles, having, you know, taken a very practical view of life, taken the steps that are necessary to be in a place of comfort and security. I say it's a powerful reading because not only have we overcome obstacles, but you have the King and the Queen of Pentacles in your reading. And that is real stability. It's also a partnership. It could be a marriage for some of you. It could be, you know, someone you're in partnership with. Between you, you're overcoming obstacles, but you have to be open to new ideas, new approaches. You've got really good things coming up. Tell us more about this peaceful energy and this bountiful harvest, please. Oops. Pretty jumpy, these cards. They're fairly new cards, so they sometimes stick when we shuffle. Tell us about this. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, 9 of Cups. This is a real wish fulfillment. This is a real wish fulfillment for you. And the 9 of Cups is just, it's almost like the star energy. There's sorry, I'm just letting that plane pass because they're very noisy today. Yeah, 9 of Cups. Look at this, abundant treasure we have here. And this woman celebrating her achievements. What better card to go with the bountiful harvest? Seriously, because that's just so exciting. I love this, overcoming obstacles, forward movement, and that feeling of achievement, that feeling of success, that feeling of wish fulfillment. Things are going in the way you want them to go, Pisces. And, you know, don't be afraid to move on because Spirit are here with you, guiding you past all the obstacles. Is there anything else that you want to show Pisces from the tarot, please, Spirit? I felt there was. Wow. 4 of Pentacles. This is you holding on to something. And Spirit are saying it's time to let it go. It is time to let it go. Time to make some big decisions. I love this card because it shows the inner soul. It shows you reaching for your inner soul and your feeling of fulfillment. And we have that with the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Cups over there. Perhaps you're closer to the 10 of Cups than you think. 10 of Cups is about, you know, full emotional fulfillment and fulfillment. Yeah. And, you know, bliss, happiness. So it's about making some decisions about what will help you move closer to that energy, Pisces. One more, Spirit, please. One more. What's the message for Pisces, please? One more. Nine of Swords energy. Seriously, Pisces? Look at this. I was surprised to see the 9 of Swords coming out because the 9 of Swords talks very much about you. You know, again, there's this bit of, look at this energy. Very, very similar to what we saw in the 5 of Pentacles. Very similar. They've just said to me, your mind is fooling yourself. It's about you not believing that you can make change, Pisces, but you can. Look at this. We have the answers here. We have the bountiful harvest awaiting for you, your wish fulfillment awaiting. But here you are again, like this lady here that couldn't see the key for the door. The birds here are trying to attract your attention if you're in a negative mindset, and they're wanting you to look beyond. Because when you look beyond your immediate surroundings, there's a whole world there waiting for you, Pisces. How extraordinary is that? And of course, with the Nine of Swords, we pulled out the Page of Pentacles. So you may well get a message about a job offer for some of you. You may get an invitation to be around people who you feel are, you know, in a stable position that will help you to feel more grounded. You could have a message about some money coming your way. Pages are often about messages. And Pentacles, of course, finance, stability, all those things that help you to feel very grounded. But what Spirit is saying is, if you keep your hands over your face, you keep hidden, you don't look beyond your immediate surroundings or your immediate thoughts, Pisces, because we do overthink a lot, I know, then you might miss this opportunity. So stay alert, stay open, open your heart. That's why they said it in the first place, because then you'll be in a position to take advantage of any offers that come your way to enable you to reach the harvest that is ahead of you. That was extraordinary, that, actually. They never fail to amaze me. The only thing with using new cards is they're very slippery. And look what's ahead, Pisces. Bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. I mean, that is total bliss. That is happiness. That is the sun radiating on you. Look at this woman. Look at the change in energy between the Five of Pentacles and the Sun here. Look how she's dancing. She's alive. She's got her heart open to the opportunities. That's what's needed, Pisces. Opening your heart to the opportunities. Amazing. Right, I am just going to pull a few Moonology, because I love them, as you know, and we'll see where we get, what we get. Let's see, Spirit, what's the final messages for Pisces? We've got a flipper. Yeah, look at this, Pisces. If ever there's a message that's appropriate for a reading, it's this one. They're saying to you, however you may be feeling, if you're lost in your own thoughts and your own little world at the moment, Pisces, believe in the impossible. Because it's here in your reading. It's waiting for you to access it. Wow. Another one, please, Spirit. Thank you. The energy is gaining momentum. Don't miss this opportunity, Pisces. It's here for you. The energy is gaining momentum. Is there another one, Spirit? Thank you. I felt there was. Your dreams need a practical plan. And maybe the beginning of that plan, put that there, is clearing out old energy. Clearing out, maybe if you're having a lot of negative thoughts, maybe it's your time to change those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. You can always find one, always find a positive thought. Sometimes it's harder than others, yeah, it is. But, you know, maybe your practical plan is not about you forging forward and needing to do lots of work or, you know, putting shed loads of energy into a relationship that you're not really quite sure about. It's about, you know, just thinking about what is going on in my life that isn't helping me to move forward. What is providing a block, you know? Maybe that's the practical plan that you need at this moment in time. Let's just take one more, please, Spirit. One more for Pisces. One more. Oops, a daisy. They're giving me two. Okay. Ooh, Pisces. We've got your hard work is paying off. So you may find that, you know, some of the actions you've taken in the past are now beginning to bear fruit, but you've got to be open to receiving. And we have a new romantic cycle begins. Now, if you're not looking for a relationship, this romantic cycle can purely be about you feeling better about yourself, you know, loving yourself and just feeling that your mood has lifted slightly, your thoughts are more positive, and it's just putting you in a better place, you know. For others of you, there may well be a new person coming in. We certainly have the King and Queen of Pentacles, so, you know, there's a partnership there for sure. So Pisces, that was a bit of a different reading for you today. As I say, the cards were different. I felt a different energy with it. I felt a sort of a progressive energy. It wasn't deep and emotional. It was more of a lifting energy for you. So if you have stayed till the end, thank you so much for watching. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, particularly because then you will be notified of the next video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.